Oh, for heaven's sake, no more reruns, please.
The things that go bump in the night.
To spend the night searching for spirits.
You always see D.O.A. in this place.
Corner of my eye, I just felt something watching me or standing next to me.
Might be taking you ghost hunting, investigating a public building.
D.O.A. stands for
Deadly Agency.
Don't ask me what that was all about.
D.O.A. was always the face of it.
Is it evidence of paranormal activity?
Below me, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Didn't know Bigfoot even had a love. Oh, hey! Welcome back to the D.O.A. That's Deadly Agency. Where we investigate days ago, bumped in the night, or the day. That's really getting old. Oh, you guys know what that music means? That's right. There's the D.O.A. BD birthday in the crib. House. Let's see if I can still pull this off. Hat. Cake. And guess whose birthday it is? That one and only, our gal pal, Elvira. Let me see if I can. Well, I guess a cardboard cutout will do. Would be nice to have the real one here, but I know she's probably busy. But anyway, mark your calendar. This Sunday is Elvira's birthday, so you know what that means. This Saturday night, we're having another giveaway. Put this out before it burns my hand. And in honor of her birthday, this Saturday night, we're going to be giving out great prizes. You guys want to know what one of the grand prizes is? Boom! That's right, her one and only coffee table book. Wow. Everything in here, from her past to her present. Well, at least when it was made. And I wouldn't just give you a hand-me-down second-class worn-out book. This one's actually my copy. Your copy is still in the packet. Never been opened, never been touched. So, this Saturday night, mark your calendar. About 9 o'clock-ish Central Time, West Coast, East Coast. You guys figure out and do the math. But for now, how about a little history lesson on our gal pal that put the Boo and Boogeyman? Hey, Hal, hit it. Okay, gang. I'm going to try to make this short and simple. Kind of like my acting career, only there was nothing simple about it. You know what I'm saying? Cassandra Peterson used to be insecure about her appearance because of a childhood accident. When she was just 1 year old, her cousin and her mother were coloring Easter eggs. The eggs were on a large kettle that were on top of the stove, and she climbed up on a chair, accidentally pouring the hot boiling water all over herself. Her shoulders, her neck, her back, her legs were all extremely burned. Her mother rushed her to the hospital, but the damage was severe. She lost her hair, her eyelids were fused shut, and her skin was terribly burned. Cassandra stated that everywhere her mother tried to hold on to her, the skin would just come off. They didn't think she was going to survive because 35% of her body was third-degree burns. She had multiple skin grafts to treat her scarring.
Luckily, I am mainly scarred on all the parts that don't show in my Elvira dress.
Cassandra says she doesn't know where her confidence came from because she was really suffering from having no confidence and was a really shy loner type of kid. She only hung out with herself. But everything changed when her cousin took her to see her first horror movie, House on Haunted Hill, starring horror icon Vincent Price.
It starred Vincent Price, and it was the movie that as a child got me into liking horror.
After that, she devoured every horror movie she could, especially any starring Vincent Price.
I was super into horror when I was a kid.
Through horror, Cassandra found a way to embrace her differences. While her siblings played with dolls, she collected figures of Universal monsters like Dracula and the Mummy that she painted herself. Her mother owned a costume shop, and she would regularly borrow outfits and wear them to school.
I dressed in creepy costumes all the time to go to school. I was a complete freak. Everyone hated me.
House on Haunted Hill wasn't the only movie that inspired her. She says seeing Anne Margaret play a showgirl in Viva Las Vegas inspired her to want to become a showgirl. At the age of 17, her parents took her on a trip to Las Vegas where she begged them to take her to a show, even though she wasn't old enough. She dressed up in a push-up bra and makeup, which caught the attention of someone who worked at the show and invited her to an audition, which she got hired on the spot. She confessed that she was underage, but they still wanted her in the show. her parents had to legally give their permission by signing a document with a lawyer.
I was a showgirl in Las Vegas by the time I was 17.
As a teenager, Cassandra had a major crush on Elvis and was actually able to meet him when he came to see one of her performances. The two hung out and Elvis gave her some life-changing advice. After hearing her sing, he suggests she get a few singing lessons and pursue a career outside of Vegas. When the contract of her show expired, she left Vegas and traveled to find work in showbiz. For a while, she toured the United States and Europe singing with a rock band. But what she really wanted to do was comedy. So she moved to LA, started hitting up auditions, which led her to joining the now famous improv group, The Groundlings, and began working on her characters. One of those characters would someday become the basis for her beloved persona, Elvira. In 1981, a new B-movie horror series was being planned by KHJ-TV that was supposed to be a reboot of the Vampira show from the 1950s. Cassandra auditioned and nailed the part, and that's where the character Elvira was developed and born. The series Elvira Movie Macabre was a cult sensation and a huge success for the network. Cassandra retained the rights to the Elvira character after the movie Macabre ended in 1986. After that, she went on to make two major movies, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Elvira's Haunted Hills. After that, Cassandra Peterson became Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and the Queen of Halloween. And the rest is history. You look good in black, and I think I look better. Hey, no, love her. Elvira's been a big inspiration for D.O.A. We're a big fan of hers, and I've actually got to meet her a few times. Let me tell you, she's as sweet as pumpkin spice, and all things that are nice. But speaking of birthdays, we've actually got a clip of a little girl's birthday party and an uninvited ghost guest appearance. Check out this clip. How?
This is Christina's birthday party, and everyone at it, there's Brianna.
Oh, good, we're just in time. I hate being late for the party. Oh, she's just doing the introductions.
And there's her daddy, Tommy.
Hello.
And here's her Aunt Misty.
Wait a minute, does everybody have an Aunt Misty?
What up with it?
What up?
Right,
is this family
let's go
country
with
or
this.
hip-hop? Now, this video was uploaded 12 years ago on Tommy Wells' YouTube page, along with 3 other videos.
Happy birthday.
It's so strange, we never heard from the family again.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Elvira. Somebody's off key.
Happy birthday to you.
Yay. Make a wish.
Yeah.
You gonna cut the cake out, Mom, or you want me to?
Go ahead, I'm running the camera.
All right.
Wait, what's a camera?
Okay.
Did you like the bicycle and stuff you got for your birthday?
Oh my God, Tommy, it's gonna start again.
Wait, did the ghost just turn the water on? I mean, is he gonna pay the water bill? How rude. They act like this happens a lot here.
Come on. It's ridiculous.
Oh, party crasher.
It's okay, it'll be all right.
God, we should have had this at Jerry's house.
Oh, heck yeah, Jerry knows how to throw a party.
It's starting again.
I'm sorry, sweetie. You okay? I'm so sorry.
Oh God!
Oh, now the ghost is getting the party started. This is a full-on poltergeist here. Hey, who's gonna clean that up? How rude. Wow. Wonder what she wished for. House cleansing? Let us know in the comments what you would do if a ghost invited their self to your birthday party and crashed it. Oh, and don't forget, this Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central Time, we're having Elvira's birthday party, giveaways. Heck, we plan on raising the dead. We're going to try to do a live broadcast from YouTube and our TikTok channel. So just go to D.O.A.page.com and it'll link you to our channels. So, it's a date this Saturday night. And happy birthday, Elvira.
I will take nightlife anytime. I mean, I love the nightlife. I love the boogie. I love the soul.
Remember those campfire stories growing up?
A story that happened to a friend of a friend of a friend.
Those stories that kept you up all night.
It's story time with
D.O.A.
Urban
Legends.
Hi! Looks like it's time for another D.O.A. Urban Legend. Oh, wait, this is not the right book. Anyway, we are giving this bad boy away, well, bad girl away, this Saturday night. We're drawing for Elvira's birthday. Hey, give me the Urban Legend book. Thank you. Here we go. Urban legend. And speaking of birthdays, this urban legend is about a birthday party. Let's get to it. One day, a young high school girl named Diane DuBois opened her school locker and found an envelope inside. She opened it up and it said that you were invited to a surprise birthday party. It said it's for one of her closest friends, Danielle Turner, and it was written in red ink. But there was something odd about the spelling of Danielle's name. It only had one L in it. But Diane thought it was just a misprint, simple mistake, and she couldn't go up and ask her friend Danielle about the party because it's supposed to be a surprise, and she didn't want to ask anyone else because she didn't want them to get their feelings hurt if they weren't invited to the same party. So she decided to go to the party. It was after school, and she went to the address. Wait. She didn't get her a gift or anything? Well, it was kind of last minute. Anyway, she went to the address, and it was at an old rundown bowling alley like it was closed down. She thought maybe everyone was inside, and they wanted it to look run down, so it'd be a surprise. So she goes inside the bowling alley. It's really dark. She gets out her cell phone flashlight, and starts looking around, and then she sees a silhouette of a person at the end of the alley. She couldn't make out who it was, but they held up a roll of duct tape to their face and said in a creepy voice, "Surprise!" Diane ran out of there faster than white lightning and went and called the police. The police got there, they searched the bowling alley, and they didn't find anyone inside. All month long, students had been getting invitations to surprise birthday parties for their best friends, but their best friends' names were misspelled. Anyway, sounds like this creepy stalker guy should have spent more time in class while he was at that school dropping off these invitations so he'd know how to spell their names. You know what I'm saying? So, if you get an invitation to a surprise birthday party for your best friend and their name's misspelled, consider this a big red flag. Oh, and tell me, do you believe in this urban legend?
That gal in black who's got the nice, well, you know.
Welcome to Hal's Haunted D.O.A. Dolls. Segment?
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Hal's Haunted Dolls. You like dolls? Hey, Hal likes them so much, he became one. Well, I mean, I think. I don't know what his real background story is or what his deal is. Anyway, all I know is he has a thing for dolls. So we're going to go over his pick of the week of dolls on the internet that are available for adoption. Feeling a lonely void at your house? Want to adopt one? Well, check out the ones that he picked out. You might find one that matches your personality or something, you know? Right? Anyway, let's get started. Roll the clip. Roll it. Here we go. First doll up is going to be Authentic Haunted Vessel Doll Stacy. Demonic, dark, satanic, and very active. Holy heebie-jeebies, Hal. This thing sounds like she's got some serious mojo behind her. And in the description, it goes on to say, be an experienced buyer and keep away from like items. Do not take lightly. It goes on to say she was found discarded, partially buried at the very back of an old cemetery somewhere in Alabama. Real funny, Hal. Let me get back to the show now. Thank you. It also goes on to say to pay close attention to her face. Her facial expressions have actually changed since they've gotten her. Wow. It goes on to say a foul smell like rotten meat comes from her. The owner's found bite marks on her left arm, and she's had nightmares and had to place her outside her house for a while. Oh, and get this. She will be shipped with a protection vessel musical doll. If the music starts playing, move Stacy outside as soon as possible for 3 days after you sage the place. Kind of like a timeout for her, I guess. All in all, she looks innocent. I mean, all you people in the comments, how many of you out there think that I should actually adopt old Stacy? Go down, add to watch list, and we'll see what happens. Okay, on to the next doll. What the? Warning, haunted dolls, spooky, demonic possessed, creepy, scary, Siamese twin dolls? I've heard of 2 for 1, but at this price, $895? This should be 10 for 1. You know what I'm saying? And in the description, it doesn't say much about him. It just says, meet Joanne and Jeff. And the guy goes on to say, my name is Benjamin. He owns a haunted doll museum, collects dolls all over the world, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, what I'm saying is, call Maury Povich, because I think Freddy Krueger is the father. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, we are out of here and on to the next one. All right, we got, haunted dolls. Very simple. Doesn't say much in the description about it. Just says haunted rag dolls in very good condition. Not sure how old they are. The female is very active, as in any relationship. But anyway, you can see how active she is with cat balls. Go to the TikTok at Lola Enchantment. Why don't we check it out? Who's up for field trip to TikTok? Here we go.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. No, here they are.
She went to the doll room and she was saying hello. Let's give her brother one and see if maybe he wants to say hello to me.
Oh, okay. Why do I feel like I need to pull over? You know what I'm saying?
Can you turn it off for a minute?
Wow, that was a quick minute.
How about your brother or your friend? Does he want to turn his on?
No, I don't think he wants to participate.
Wow, can you make it go off? I was going to say, can you make it go off? Thank you.
Okay, you can only watch a ball for so long to light up before you start getting a headache. Anyway, thanks for the demonstration, though. Bye. Well, that was it. His pick of the week. What'd you think of these dolls? Let us know in the comments if you let any of them rest in peace at your home. Oh, and never date a vampire. Making out with them really sucks. It sucks.
This is BNN, Bizarre National News.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to BNN, Bizarre National News. I'm Agent Boogie Boggs, bringing you the bizarrest news there is out there. This week, you know what? Since it's her birthday and this is the D.O.A. Elvira edition, why don't we put the news on hold this week and we'll do a special BNN interview coverage with that one and only Cassandra Peterson, also known as Elvira. Hi, Cassandra. Welcome to BNN News. We don't have a lot of time during this segment, so we're gonna make. Yeah, no, but we're a low budget show. Come on, people. We're doing all we can, but we'll go over the basics with Cassandra, like how she came up with the character Elvira and where she got the name Elvira. So let's get started. Cassandra, you're not really a stranger to the D.O.A. program. You've been on quite a few times, haven't you?
You know, here I am again.
Do you enjoy doing the program here with us? Is everybody treating you okay?
I had its moments of everything. There were times when I was having such a blast. I was cracking myself up.
What do you think of our little set here we have?
Like a super, super low budget little show with a couch and a couple candelabra, and looked like it was filmed in somebody's basement, you know?
Like I said, we're a very low budget show, but oh no, other than that, I mean.
So it had its ups and downs, like everything, you know? I had moments where I was having a blast and moments where I was just trying to pull the words out of my brain to put it down and try to make it entertaining and not boring.
Oh, no, you're never boring. I mean, you're Elvira, for God's sake. I mean, how could you be boring?
No.
Well, tell me a little bit about this show, Elvira, Movie Macabre, and how it got started, where it all came from. I mean, who inspired you?
The main one being Mila Nurmi, who owned the character Vampira. And initially, the show was supposed to be called Vampira. I was going to play the new Vampira because she'd been at this same station back in, I believe it was 1953, when I was like 2 years old.
Oh,
she had briefly been on the station for a couple of months hosting horror movies. And so they were going to revive Vampira's show, and they couldn't use Mila anymore because she was well into her 60s and not doing very well.
Poor thing.
And but they approached her to license the name of Vampira, and they would have paid her a weekly fee to use that name. And
I see.
So I went on to do the part. I auditioned and got the role. And Vampira was not happy with the fact that they were using a comedian to do the role. She didn't want somebody funny.
She didn't want a funny comedian?
She got so angry that she decided to sue me and the station for stealing her character. So
no way. She tried to sue you?
It is so funny. I have the ad cut out of the newspaper. She had an ad put in the paper that says, Vampira to sue Elvira. Lawyers, please apply here or whatever. So she got an attorney who just worked on a contingency and sued me. But it cost me $35,000, which,
oh, wow.
Just to defend myself. And $35,000 then, when I was making $350 a week doing the show, was like $35 million. It was like, how am I going to get this money? So we borrowed the money, paid the bill, did the whole thing, and then went to court, and it was immediately thrown out. The judge just said, no, this is ridiculous. You're playing a character wearing a black dress, but if the likeness is not an exact copy, it is just similar. It'd be like playing a cowboy and then getting sued by John Wayne. You really can't do that. So it was thrown out. Caused a lot of headaches for us in the station, but ended up okay. And I still owe a lot to Vampira. She was the first horror host ever, and she set that whole thing up for all of us to follow. So without her, I wouldn't be here, I don't think.
No, wait. Now I'm a little confused. Now, were you supposed to be Vampira, or where did the name Elvira come from?
First, the intention was going to be to have it be the Vampira show. And when we got ready to go shoot the very first show, we're all set. I'm lined up, ready to shoot my first thing I've ever done. And I've done many acting bits, but my first thing as a hosting horror movies. And in runs the station manager yelling, we can't use the name. Stop. And I'm thinking, oh my God, the show's over. That's it. I almost got a job. And instead they said, let's just pick another name right now and keep going. Wow. So we literally, everybody on the set that day, and that included the cameraman, the lighting guy, and everybody else that was standing around, wrote down a name that they thought would be a good name for a horror host and threw it in an old Folgers coffee can. And I drew a name, and it was Elvira. And I think that name came because that very, very same week, that song by the Oak Ridge Boys, Elvira, had been released. So I believe that's where it came from. I was not crazy about the name, I have to say. I was like, Elvira, ew. This doesn't sound spooky. Anyway, I had the name, that was it. And here I am 40 years later, still doing it.
Now, being a TV personality, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering the same thing I am. What is Elvira like to watch on TV? How do you unwind?
This is so silly. People ask me that. I'm not a big TV watcher. I never have been. I watched it when I was a kid. I don't have any shows that I'm really, that interested in right now. I love documentaries. I really, really love documentaries. I also love reading autobiographies. So I'm just very interested in people. Although I do like, when I'm really feeling like I need some love or something, I go on watch TV and I watch old episodes of The Twilight Zone. Mm-hmm. I love that. It feels like comfort food to me. I watched it when I was a kid, and there's something about it. I just love them. And I thought they were done brilliantly, and the writing was so smart. And so I have that's about it. I'm just sort of boring when it comes to that. I'm too busy to watch TV.
What? How? Are we running out of time? Oh. I know. We hate to see you go, Cassandra, but thank you for being on the show, and we really look forward to seeing more from you in the future.
Gosh, it was great talking to you. That was a fun interview.
Yep, there you have it. The one and only Cassandra Peterson, also known as Elvira.
Do you believe in black cats, lucky horseshoes, and other tall tales?
How superstitious are you?
Welcome to D.O.A. Superstition, the truth.
Hey, welcome back to another D.O.A. Superstition. And since it's Elvira's birthday, why don't we do the origin on the birthday cake and candles? It's kind of dark, especially if you're a kid.
Okay, gang. The birthday cake as we know it may have started its life in the late medieval German. On accounts of an adult's birthday from the mid-1700s describes a familiar scene. A cake as large as an oven could be found to bake it, and holes in the cake according to the years of the person's age, everyone having a candle stuck into it, and one in the middle. Children's birthdays were celebrated also, but were a smaller cake. People believe youngsters' birthdays were a time for celebration, but also potential danger. A day when their offspring was vulnerable to ill omens and spirits. Candles would be kept lit all day until they were extinguished in the evening and the cake finally cut. Wow, that must have been some big candles if we stayed lit all day. You know what I'm saying? Good wishes would then be made in the hopes that the smokes of the candles would carry their wishes up to heaven. A tradition that was probably taken to the US and German settlers into the UK during the late 18th and 19th century.
Well, there you have it. Something to think about for your next birthday, where it all started and came from. And let us know in the comments, are you superstitious?
On the road, D.O.A.
Hey, welcome back to the D.O.A. We're here at Planet Comic Con in Kansas City. We're here to promote D.O.A. and we're going to ask a few questions. Who is your favorite monster or horror icon?
Chucky.
Chucky. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Yeah, I'm about to say Chucky or Leprechaun.
Meet golden, delicious gold.
Leprechaun?
Oh.
A ring around a rosy, a pumpkin full of posy.
Chucky.
Chucky. Now Chucky's getting popular.
Horror icon. Probably gonna have to be Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
I have to be Jason.
Jason. That's the first we got so far is Jason.
My favorite horror icon, probably Jason Voorhees.
Okay, who is your favorite icon, monster, horror person?
I like Godzilla.
Godzilla got
The Terrifier, like from the Terrifier movie.
Terrifier.
Icon, I'd have to say Adam Savage from Mythbusters, since he was here last year. I was so excited.
I'm gonna have to say The Thing, because that was a very tense movie and everybody was on edge. And
My favorite monster is probably big hairy ones.
Big hairy. And you?
My favorite horror icon is Torin Savari.
The Monsters from a Quiet Place. I actually really like that movie.
Carmilla. Nosferatu.
Shoot, the only thing that comes to mind right now is Stephen King.
Who is your favorite horror icon?
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Oh, I love Freddy Krueger.
I like Freddy Krueger a lot.
That's like 3 Freddy Kruegers so far.
Freddy.
Okay, who is your favorite monster or horror icon?
Freddy Krueger.
Wow, we're getting so many Freddy Kruegers.
My name is Nancy, so that's...
Oh, like from the original.
Yeah.
Hey, Nancy. No one in the hallway.
And
I teased about that a lot. They made me go down in the boiler room when I was in junior high.
Come to Freddy.
Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. Mail time.
The mail's here.
This is a D.O.A. mail call.
Hey, welcome back to another D.O.A. mail call, where we go over your questions, comments, and concerns, or you just want to vent, send it in to us. We'll take care of it. We'll lend an ear. Now let's see what we got in the box today. Oh, hey, what is this? What? I don't even read Play Zombie. Hal, is this yours? All right, our first piece of mail is from Andrea Nassim from Facebook, and she says, "Hey D.O.A, enjoying your channel from Perth, Australia." Wow, all the way from Australia, from overseas. Good eye, mate. Wow, I wonder if I'm as big as David Hasselhoff is in Japan. Hey, I might need to go visit Australia. Thank you, Andrea, for watching our channel. All right, our next letter is from Jumbo Butter 1 from TikTok, and he writes, "I don't like that. I don't know why, but it made me feel very uncomfortable. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Oh, Hal, what did you put on TikTok now? Oh, hold the phone as far as you can and squint your eyes. Do you see the man? All I gotta do is take my glasses off and I can see the man. Blow it up on the screen, Hal. You guys see the man? Kind of looks like Dean from Supernatural. Do you guys see it? All right, moving right along. All right. And this one's from Laura's Kitchen from YouTube. I've seen a lot of videos covering what happened in my kitchen, but I have to say, I love yours the most. Very good job. XOX. Thank you, Laura's Kitchen. I remember that video. That was that Mother's Day special we did a while back. Laura had a visitor in her kitchen. How? Show the clip.
Notice behind them, the cabinet door is open. They hear it shut. But she legitimately looks around, and the look on her face, she is clueless of what it was or what happened. A few minutes later, she's reading the comments in her live stream, which is something to investigate. Maybe she made some deviled eggs and they're actually demonic. I don't know. Okay, here goes the second item. It's like a cup or something that it hit the floor.
Wow, kind of crazy, huh? Go over to YouTube and visit Laura's Kitchen on her page on her YouTube channel. See the full video and what's going on. We covered that video on our Mother's Day special. And guess who was in that episode? Yours truly, Elvira. Yeah, I think I got everything. Okay, Elvira. Yeah. Oh, wait, I got a show to do. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, hey, welcome back to the D.O.A. Hello? Are you still there, Elvira? Call me back. I'm doing a show. And it goes on, etc. And speaking of Elvira, and it is her birthday, we done mentioned 100 times today in this episode. So one more time, happy birthday, Cassandra Peterson, also known as Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And to leave you today, we're going to leave you with some of her bloopers. Check this out.
I'm telling you, if I was them, I would be thinking twice about jumping right back in that Volvo of theirs and Well, hello, darling. Yes, it's Movie Macabre, and I'm that gal with the shape that drives men ape, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Welcome back to good old... Oh, yeah, I can just see the headlines now. Woman killed in bathtub by a deranged rubber ducky. Oh, she went out. Boy, I'm telling you, that leech looked like a big old liver to me. It just looked like a big old liver. Wait a second, darling. I think it's going to rain. I better get under my umbrella. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Unpleasant dreams.
This is a D.O.A. production.
Oh, I feel so scary.